everyone, and welcome to the Power Zone Sports Podcast. We got someone who's been called up to the big show, to the major leagues, and it's Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher Paul Skeens. The dude has a very electric fastball, reaches triple digits with regularity, and he likes to blow hitters by, and that's how he gets his strikeouts. When you have a ball that fast and you throw that hard and you're a starter, seems like that's all you need to make it to the show. It seems like pitchers who have control and not velocity will be stuck in the minors now for a long time. But Paul Skeens had a great debut against the Cubs, even I can say that. He struck out seven, and his fastball barely ran 101.9 miles an hour, very close to 102 miles an hour. And Paul Skeens, with these pitchers, so many of them needing Tommy John surgery. Obviously, I wish the best for Paul Skeens. I hope he has a nice, long, productive career. But you throw that hard, you throw that fast, and it's only a matter of time. It seems like, fingers crossed, though, that Paul Skeens will have a productive and healthy major league career. And of course, when you make it to the show in the major leagues, the biggest thing you want is to make sure you pitch well enough or play well enough to stay in the major leagues. You don't want to get back. You don't want to go from taking planes to games to taking the bus to ball games. But it's interesting. So Paul Skeens, good debut. Pirates, they beat the Cubs, but good debut for Paul Skeens. Future's bright for this young man. We are in the middle of finding out who will compete for the Larry O'Brien Trophy. The NBA playoffs are underway as in the Eastern Conference, Boston Celtics won the number one seed, and they're taking on the number four seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the first game, Boston came out firing on all cylinders as they got a 120-95 win over the Cavaliers. Game two, Cavaliers got it back, and they won Game two, 118-94. Game three, Boston wins 106-93 over the Cavaliers, and so a big game four looming, Celtics versus Cavs Monday night, and so a big game four looming. We'll see if Boston has what it takes to make it back to the NBA Finals, and we'll see if they have what it takes to possibly win it all. See if Jason Tatum can get it done. But of course, it was Denver and it was Miami in the finals a year ago, and of course Denver, they just uh, they just got destroyed in one of their games. So we'll see against Minnesota. So 106-99, Minnesota beat Denver in the first game, and of course 106-80 in game two. Denver came back and got a game three win, 117-90. So we'll see if Denver has what it takes, if Nikola Jokic has, and his teammates Jamal Murray, see if they can make it a return trip to the finals. We'll take a look and we'll find out soon enough. So the NFL draft has come and it has gone, and the NFL draft early on was very quarterback heavy. Everybody knew, obviously, that everyone had a pretty good idea that the Chicago Bears were going to draft Caleb Williams out of USC, the quarterback of the future, after they traded Justin Fields, their quarterback of the present, I guess, previously to Pittsburgh. And so Justin Fields and Caleb Williams, looks like the Bears have made a good move. At the number one pick, there's no way even the Bears could screw this up, right? So they've got their quarterback. They've got Caleb Williams. And the draft was very quarterback heavy early on. Caleb Williams, #1 pick out of USC. Of course, the rival Washington Commanders. They also took their #2 pick, and they had a quarterback drafted, Jaden Daniels out of LSU. #3 pick in the draft went to the Patriots, and they drafted another quarterback, Drake May, quarterback out of North Carolina. The first non-quarterback taken off the board was by Arizona, and of course they drafted the son of Marvin Harrison Jr., the Ohio State Buckeye. And and then #5, it seems like the San Diego got a pretty good offensive tackle in Joe Alt. Looks like he'll be protecting Justin Herbert for a while. And then, of course, the head scratcher of the draft was pick #8 of the draft. And the Atlanta Falcons, who had just signed Kirk Cousins to a contract, 2-year contract, and they go out and they draft Michael Penix from Washington to play quarterback. And this move could be serious Aaron Rodgers Green Bay vibes, or the move Kirk Cousins could play so well that this guy never sees the field. So it'll be very interesting to see how that move will play out for Atlanta. And there's tape of the GM for Atlanta explaining the move on draft day. Why do you draft a quarterback when you've already signed one in free agency? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Um, of course, my focus was the Cowboys, and they traded down with the 29th pick in their draft. They drafted a tackle, Tyler Guyton from Oklahoma. So it wouldn't be a Jerry Jones draft if an Oklahoma Sooner wasn't on the board. Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle, seems like he could play anywhere on the field. He's going to need some seasoning, but eventually he should be a good lineman. The best lineman the Dallas Cowboys ever drafted was Larry Allen. Tyler Guyton is obviously no Larry Allen. Larry Allen don't grow on trees, but the Cowboys, all in all, it's not fans always boo whenever players that whenever they don't get a player at a so-called skill position. But you can't win a football game without a good offensive line. And if you don't have a good offensive line, your quarterback is going to spend a lot of time on his back. So it's a good move. It's a good move. It's not like Michael Parsons falls into the Cowboys' laps every day. But all in all, I like the pick. We'll see how it transpires when the regular season hits and preseason and all that. So all in all, good move. Can't wait for football season to begin, the NFL season to start.